So I was thinking, hi guys, how's it going? I hope your weekends are going well. So I'm back, it's Tommy. I've been in to do this video, record this video for a while, but I was thinking like, is this the best time? Yeah, I've got quite a lot of products that I've been loving lately that I wanted to share with you guys. And so I'm gonna do that. I kind of like my look today. I'm wearing this boo-boo kaftan that I bought, this Adire from the Lagos Arts Market. And yeah, it's just like my go-to when I'm at home. What do you guys think? I wish I can stand up to show you because it's got drawstrings, but let's get into the video. So I'm going to touch on perfumes. Now, I've always loved fragrance and I've been exploring a lot of fragrances lately. I used to be a major Penhaligon's wearer. I just loved everything in the collection. But now I've kind of like slowly moved away from Penhaligon's, and you know, hubby's introduced me to, like, we were exploring and then we went into one of the Le Labo boutiques, and where I fell in love with this number is called Elang 49. And Le Labo is an American brand, but they produce majority of their perfumes in France, Grasse, which is where the perfume hub is. I would say it's quite a mature smell. It reminds me of Chanel No. 5, but even more like very floral heavy. Very floral heavy. I would say it fits a woman in her 30s and above. Nothing screams sweet, but if you're into that sort of smell, then it's a nice perfume for you. I tend to wear this out because when I wore it to work, the smell, like, it's one of those statement perfumes. Everyone was like, what are you wearing? And I'm not one to, I don't like being the center of attention when it comes to fragrance. I just don't like my fragrance overpowering everyone in the room, but I do like to have a scent. So I think 1 or 2 sprays of Elang and you're good. The next one is, actually guys, so Massimo Dutti do some really, really good perfumes. People have spoken about Zara and all the other like high street brands, but Massimo Dutti do some really, really good scents, and you guys should go and explore their collection. They're not many, they don't have a massive range, but the range that they do have, and they're quite affordable. So they're about like 50-60 pounds per bottle for 100 ml. I bought this everyday summer scent, and it's called Crystal Zest here. And yeah, it's just going to zoom into the notes. So it's bitter orange, mandarin, so it's very fresh, Earl Grey tea, patchouli, oak moss. When I tell you, every time I wear this, I'd be turning heads, and it smells so nice. So Massimo Dutti, one to check out. Now, another brand, another perfume I wanted to talk about, it's called Zlaza, and I bought this when I was in Albania. Now, majority of these perfume houses, they get their perfumes produced in Paris anyway. So Zlaza is an Albania brand. And one thing I noticed when I went to Albania, when I went to the mall opposite my hotel, was they have quite a lot of home brands, but majority of them are produced in Paris, and they're definitely a lot cheaper than your high-end brands like Parfums de Mali or Byredo and some other ones, but some other no names. But they have a lot of, they had their collection. This one was in their Oud collection, and trust me, it's so strong and it smells so nice. I did ask them if they ship to the UK, but unfortunately they don't. And so I'm like, would I have to travel to Albania just to go and get Albanian, you know, owned scents? But if anyone's like in going to Albania, but make sure you check out their perfumes. So yes, I'm going to move on to other stuff now. So the next thing, I've never been like an eyelash girl. I tried my first set of faux lashes when I went to Lagos last year, because I'm just like ready add on to the stresses that are already in my life. But then one of my friends told me about unicorn lashes, and these are cluster lashes that you can do yourself. They're similar to like Lola lashes. They're popular online on TikTok. And unicorn, I believe it was this collection, like really lightweight. I just fell in love with just putting this on. They came, I bought it with the eye glue, and I've got a little I also have the eyelash holder applicator, and it's just, yeah, it's been a game changer because they make me fall in love with cluster lashes and sort of permanent lashes essentially. And in terms of makeup, I've been an avid user of the MAC Studio Fix. In fact, I've been using the MAC Studio Fix since I was like 17, 18. Now, when I wanted to buy some makeup, I noticed that they had added more to their range, and it's the Studio Fix Powder Plus Foundation, and I tend to use it as like an under eye. Most times I am not wearing foundation. Like now, I have under eye concealer, but mainly powder on my face, and I tend to use this as an under eye highlighter. What I did notice was when I went to the MAC store, they had introduced more colors. Now, to be honest, I was just testing and swatching them at the back of my hands. I didn't really know, but this one's like the 43.5. They had now introduced a more like accurate numbering to like expand the color ranges. It's a really nice color, and it blends really well on my skin. If you've been struggling to find colors, because I used to use the NC43 in this one, but now this one's the NC44.5. What's the difference? I don't know. I swatched it and it was the perfect match. My other favorite, and I use these two like alongside each other, is the Fenty Pro F'ltr Soft Matte Powder Foundation in the shade 390. The shade here. Girl, when I tell you I'm obsessed with this, like obsessed. When I put the color on and I mix it with my MAC, absolute game changer. In fact, these three, I've got the McGrath. Have I just ruined the back of my McGrath bronzer? What color is this one in? It's Desert Glow. It's going to open. So I use this one to contour, this one as a base, and then this one as a highlight, and that just gives me that glow. Honestly, I'll put some Fix Plus setting spray. I'll put some setting spray, and I finish it off with this baby. This is my Crayolan fixing spray. When I tell you this thing, once you've put your fixing spray on, my Crayolan fixing spray, your face doesn't move. Honestly, like once, a couple of times, I'm like, oh my goodness, my face literally does not move. So this one's also a product I'm loving at the moment. Okay, let's just drop that for a second. Now, I was loving this product till it did something really weird, because I've nearly finished it. This is the e.l.f. brow gel, and I use it all the time. I haven't got it on today because what I noticed was, okay, I have just returned from Spain. I don't know what's happened, but it's turned white, and I don't want that white residue on my brows. But this one has been chef's kiss, and the only reason why I say that is once I apply this brow gel, it doesn't leave residue, which is what majority of brow gels are fond of doing, and this hasn't done that to me, and it's kept my brows like intact. However, I don't know what's happened. There's all this residue, and now it's gone white, so I won't be using that for that reason, except someone can tell me what a quick fix is. So yeah, I'm gonna go on to skincare, and I'll do this one very quickly because I've shown you guys these two duos. They're a nice duo. So this is my toner from Numbers. It's a Korea skincare brand, and I applied it in my skincare video. And I've got this Madagascar Centella serum, and that has been I just love the texture of my skin. I was going to show you my Bondi Sands. I've run out of it and I don't have any left, but I absolutely love that sunscreen. I did say it in my old video, my skincare video. However, Bondi Sands have been, they were caught not to be telling the truth about the amount of SPF that they have in their sunscreen, which is a shame because they claim to have SPF 50 and unfortunately it wasn't SPF 50. And in terms of like just body stuff, you guys have been talking about this lately. These two for the summer for my skin, these two as a duo. So the cocoa butter body oil and the Vaseline cocoa butter. Yeah. You need it. You need it for your holiday. You need it for your holiday if you want your skin to glow. Trust me. I tried the Aveeno one and I was like, no, this is just hype. You're hyping these. But these two, and they both smell really good. Deodorants. I've gone vegan. I've tried. I used to purchase like antiperspirants. I used to buy, there's a vegan roll-on that I used to use. I used like sea salt. In fact, I've used so many natural things. During COVID, I wasn't wearing any, which I was just trying different things. But now I stopped wearing antiperspirant because I heard that they were carcinogenic, and I was like, hell no. So I switched to the Mitchum roll-on, and this is so effective. And I use this one with the no white marks because I've noticed that the others do leave white residue, which is irritating because it spoils my clothes. This one still does a little bit, but it doesn't spoil my clothes as much as the others. But this one has been pretty cool. It lasts a long time because guys, deodorant is everything. Because when I was in my testing phase, there's some deodorants that literally give you a bad smell, and yeah, we're not going to be out here on these streets embarrassing ourselves. So, but this one has been a game changer. And I also noticed that just the moisturizing nature also helps. So I get lasered down there, and so the fact that it's a roll-on leaves it more moisturized than an antiperspirant, if you get what I mean. Now I've filmed my hair video, you guys. I took you guys through my routine. One of the brands I've been loving, so I used to use Cantu, and I absolutely love Cantu, but I needed to try something new, and I saw this Aussie, the Australian brand, in Boots. This Aussie Bouncy Curls, these two, this is the curl cream and this is the mask. It smells amazing, and for some reason I think I have 4C hair. Most people are like, no Tommy, you have like 4B, whatever. I've had a texture release, so I would say it's even more on the 4B side. But this brand, I love the smell, and I also love the way my curls absorb, like the way the product absorbs in my curls. Like, it feels so good. I've been buying this like for over a year now, and guys, I don't want to overhype it too much, but you go and buy it and let me know what you think and how you feel about it. Try the mask, try the shampoo, try the conditioner, try the curl cream as well, and let me know, because yeah, it's been nice. It's been ace, to be honest. Like, I've really enjoyed it over some of the products I've used that in the black hair care range. And then finally, my go-to, in fact I should have bought their wax as well, but the Gummy gel, Eco Styler used to be the one. I love Eco Styler still, but geez, my sister put me on Gummy, and Gummy, this is the hair gel as opposed to the wax. I have the wax as well. In fact, I've got 3 different types of wax, but the wax leaves that white residue on your hair, and I'm not going to be out here with white residue on my hair. And so she was like, Tommy, if you want to avoid that, you better get the gel. And when I tell you, like, my hair is laid, and this can last me for like a week. This gel's insane. So it's the Gummy Professional Hair Gel Maximum Hold. So for those of you who've been asking me, how do you get your hair that laid, thinking that it's all down to my texture, this gel has been a game changer. So, and I'll leave where I get it in the description below. So guys, we've come to the end of this video. I hope you guys liked the products I reviewed, and let me know if you're going to purchase any of them or you've tried any of them, and just share what you thought, so we can all help each other in terms of our next beauty purchase. So I'll see you guys in my next video.